In lesson 2 of chapter 2, we're going to continue to work with the index page, and what they want us to do is at the end of the line it says you won't want to go home, hit enter, and we're going to add the address found on page 213 and demonstrate a couple different principles here. When I type the striped umbrella and I want to go to the next line and put the address, if you've used word processors before, this may make a little more sense or give you a reference point. If I hit enter at the end of that line, it treats it as if it's a double space. Now I'll look at the code for that just for a moment. Under code view, that treats it, that double space is actually a paragraph marker. Okay, I don't want a double space, I want a single space. So to achieve that, hold down shift and hit enter. Allows me to go to the next line and continue with the address. Same to continue to the next line, hold down shift, hit enter. It's kind of backwards from what you may think it would be, but the code aspect of it kind of makes sense. So I hit shift and enter at the end of each line to get to single space type of format. Now I want to go back and look at the code for a second. Remember when we did double space, it was a P, or paragraph, as you can look up in parts of the code for other parts of the text. Single space is treated as a break, a BR code or BR tag. So that's the difference as far as code goes, and the way it looks is single or double space. I'm going to delete this gap here, and uh-oh, look what happened. The text at the bottom changed. Well, that text was actually small text, so I can just go under class and change that back. I'm going to save this and have it formatted the way we like. And next I'm going to open up the SPA page. Easiest way is just over here into the assets or file. I'm going to double click on SPA and bring that page open. And what I'm going to do here is I have a Word document actually in the data files that has some text with it that we'll use. And this just demonstrates that if you have a Word document, of course you can copy and paste it because I've used that in a previous example. But if I go to File and Import Word document, I need to go to my data files. This is chapter 2, and there's a file called SPA. And it will import that bit of text onto the page. It saves you some typing, or if you ever have it typed and saved from Word document, you can go that route. A couple things to keep in mind though is when you import a Word document, you may want to go under commands, and there's an option in Dreamweaver called Clean Up Word HTML. And what it will do is go through and clean up various common items that you may not think about when you type something in Word, but when you put it on a web page, it should be cleaned up. So I'm going to hit OK on this, and it did find one empty paragraph has been removed, so it did clean up one item. Sometimes if you do this, you may get many cleanup items, so good to run that. Doesn't hurt anything. And then another thing it's good to do, and you can do this before, after, during, is run your spell check, which is also under a command. And the word massage is misspelled, so it gives you actually a list of suggestions. I'm going to click on the correct one and change it, and now the spell check is complete. So again, a good idea to run your spell check, because nothing is more frustrating than a read a web page or website that has multiple spelling errors. On page 216 now, and this line here that says the C SPA services, they want us to change that to be an H4 tag, an H2 tag, and then these three headings here will be an H4 tag. Alright, and that completes lesson 2.